Hi everybody, Chaotic Wolfo here. I just saw something disgusting. Honey, say hello to these people while I just...
We saw some intestines.
Oh, yeah.
We got only devoured. That was fun. They took our dick.
So what are we supposed to do? Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode
Oh,
well.
yeah, we're playing Slay the Princess, and we are basically just trying to get we're trying to get the last of our achievements in the game.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the Beast route right now. Technically the Den route, so we're on the 3rd chapter. My insides are kinda upset right now.
Rawr.
No more than you're letting on.
Rawr.
Yeah, what he said. Of course I do, but believe me, it's in your best interests. The more you know about the princess, the more difficult your task will be. Why is that? Having me explain why would defeat the whole purpose. There are simply some things I'm not allowed to tell you. It's a hard rule. And whose rule is it? Who's telling you to boss us around? We've died twice already, and if you want us to stay alive this time, it's in your best interests to give us an edge. It's my rule, and this conversation is over.
That's rude.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do.
Honey, you're not gonna like what we do.
We need a plan.
Do we need to kill him?
Goat her out of the
Nope.
shadows. Make her and what if she doesn't want to be seen? We'll figure out a way to.
Are we not gonna use a knife?
And if that doesn't make her any easier,
We're not taking a knife.
If she spent as much time as she could in the shadows, so we're gonna draw her out.
Nope.
But she's fast, and she's clever. We're clever too. So this time we're not gonna let her cut off our escape. We're gonna lead her to the stairs ourselves. It'll be a lot easier to deal with her once we can actually see what she is.
I don't know about that.
I do.
Do you?
Sounds kinky as fuck. Anyway.
What? No!
But you already know what she is. She's a princess.
You're a liar.
Yeah, right. A princess we couldn't see, and one that had big, sharp teeth, too. How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing our job? Sharp teeth.
Yeah.
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump. A pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. If there's a way forward, that mirror is blocking it off. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us. Then either way, we need to investigate. Might as well get started.
Yep.
You really think being unarmed is best? I hope you know what you're doing. But let's not forget that it's up here if things go south. The steel claw makes us sloppy, too confident. We'll be faster without it. You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair. Haven't you been paying attention? We're not hesitating. This supposed hole is blocked by that old mirror.
Yeah.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It's so grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves.
We know that never works.
You reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend.
What?
I don't like this.
Going.
It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound. You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed. Stay on your toes. We take a step into the shadows, and as soon as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. From there, we trap her in the tunnel, draw her out of the cabin, whatever it takes to get her out of her element. Then we're safe. You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness. That's right. Keep steady. Don't let your nerves get the better of you. There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape. That's stage one. Now stay focused. You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling up towards the cabin. You hear her behind you, claws raking at the dirt, chains rattling, breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent. But the sounds are coming slower now, the breaths pained and stuttering. You no longer sense frantic motion behind you in the tunnel. You risk a glance. She is a broad and sickly creature, her withered and emaciated flesh clinging to bones too large to fit in the narrow space. She managed to squirm her way into the tunnel in pursuit, but now she's stuck, incapable of either moving towards you or returning to the open darkness of the basement below. So that's what she's become. She wasn't like this when we started. Was she?
No.
No, she wasn't. Looking at her makes me feel sad. Yeah. Now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all. Her eyes look up at yours, wide, pleading. Come back, you can imagine them saying. Don't leave me here. But you shouldn't listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy. She wants nothing more than to change places with you.
She looks... Oh no. Oh no, I feel sorry for her.
If you want us to ignore her, then why would you tell us any of that wide, pleasing eyes begging for mercy business to begin with? All it does is make us feel conflicted.
I feel sorry for her. What do we do?
She did this to herself.
What?
I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you. What should we do about her anyway? Can she still end the world like this? She hurts. We should help. Maybe we should try and talk to her. This is a good opportunity for information. We shouldn't waste it. That's a terrible idea. She doesn't know anything. She hasn't even said a word since you got here. You cautiously make your way closer to the princess, her eyes avoiding yours with the silent resignation of a defeated predator.
There we go.
We got the beast.
But you don't get the opportunity to speak to her. You turn to see that something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Why now?
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Begging you, don't do this.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it.
It's yourself.
It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You're at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
She is.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is consumed by instinct, a predator pushing those around her to adapt. She will make for a bold heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
The hero and the princess.
Yep.
You're on a path
Let's
in
see.
the woods,
Oh.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Oh no.
is a princess.
You're not gonna like what we have to do next. You're gonna hate it.
What? What? We're gonna do what?
You're gonna hate what we have to do next.
You're here. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
I feel like it's gonna have to do with that
Before she
princess
will-
where
we're not
it was
gonna-
the anime girl and we kill her there.
No.
Oh, we can't do
The door
that.
to the
Damn it,
paper
that's too
void.
bad.
Hello?
This. Don't let.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
But
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Come down and save me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain. She's beautiful. I am begging you.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chair, large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the...
Maybe it's doubtful.
Okay. I'll be...
You attempt someone else. Easier for whom?
Oh, right. She's gonna
Easier for
bite her
everyone.
arm
I
again.
heard the door slam.
The's a slight panic rising.
If I could just get out
And
of
away
these
she
chains...
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her as she rips her flesh. It's the blade. Or we could use... You won't...
Good Slayer.
Yeah.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the... The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around. You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And you die.
Yep.
The witch. The bitch.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Kill her,
She will
don't
cheat.
we?
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Hon, we're gonna kill her as the witch, aren't we?
No.
The interior, the blade is your imp.
You're not gonna kill her.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
You're still not gonna like what we do.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below.
Just stab her in the back.
The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Wait, is that one of the things I have to do still? It is, but not right now. We're doing
The
another
weak
run.
starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into... The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Probably.
But
Not
you
nasty.
are. You're a wretched little thing.
Are you flirting with me?
I recognize that voice as easily as I
that
recognized your
flirty-like
nervous
voice.
little
She
footsteps
does.
coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She
No.
seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Not really.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
I'd rather do that.
Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Hello,
Thank
princess.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
What'd you say, Hud?
I said she's the cute one.
She is. She honestly is.
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other.
It's because we do. Get on the same page, you idiot.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah,
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
I'm with him on that.
Call it deductive reasoning.
Mm.
Well, you seem to be great at it.
I wouldn't say that.
Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something
No
that's
one
clearly
likes you.
true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
No one likes you.
Is it all behind
No one
us?
likes you, narrator.
Just focus on the
Fuck, I
task
don't
at
know.
hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Why? Is it because I used it on you? Ha!
Is it because I used that tongue in your mouth? Ah!
Whoa!
Why? You were saying the same thing. You just censored it.
No,
Did you
I gave it a more open-ended thing.
Mm-hmm.
You...
But you just gave
You
it
can't
more
be
opportunity for me to
serious.
say.
Now, hold
No.
on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
You are in charge.
As do I. I, abstain?
Thank you.
You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
Oh, shut up.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us, you're not her. Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count. She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
Cute face.
Yeah. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. I like flirting with her.
She pulls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her.
It ain't nonsense. You shut up.
I thought it was nice. Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we?
Yes, we did.
If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
Haha.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steals her nerves.
She's gonna stab us, isn't she?
And then she buries the blade in your heart. What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
Ow.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark.
I'm guessing we're gonna snap the vine one, aren't we? The thorns.
No.
You're on a path. I can't believe she actually stabbed us.
You're fine now.
I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it. Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future. Ho-ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper. I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, she hates us. As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
Because I feel like we're not gonna.
Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
No.
No.
It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom. Oh, are you now? Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Alright, let's just go.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too.
Sure.
Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
Shut up. That's what I say.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it... Let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We've already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers. Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side. You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features.
When he says that...
You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
That's what I'm going to call him, Mr.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
Oh boy.
Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Is that what we're going to do? Huh? We're going to point and laugh at her?
I'm sorry. I guess I don't have anything left to say.
Do you really think you can just wash your hands of all of this? Do you really think you can just leave me here?
This is even better than stabbing her. The same reward without any of that nasty effort. It's not even better. Putting off a choice is always worse than making a committed decision, especially when you already know the right answer. It's even more cruel if you ask me. Leaving an incredible soul like hers to languish forever in pain and alone. How can we bear to live with the guilt? We'll live with it just fine. Besides, she'll get over it. That's what I'm afraid of. But as you approach the basement stairs, you make a grim realization. The thorns won't let you leave. We don't have any way to cut through them. Okay, new plan. We re-befriend the princess, get the blade, and all of us leave here together as friends.
Uh-oh.
You can't leave without me, can you? Isn't that funny? Isn't that so funny? This is perfect, actually. Just you and me rotting down here forever, together.
It's what we deserve after everything we've done. It's romantic, even. We got our beautiful ending after all, tragic as it may be.
You know, just to make sure things are a little more permanent, I think I'm going to take this particular needle out of the picture.
She wouldn't. Thorns slice into the princess's hands, lacerating what little skin remains as she raises the blade to her mouth. Take it now, before she swallows it out of spite.
No.
You rush towards the princess, arms outstretched and grasping for the blade. But as you tear through her thistled prison, the thorny vines dig deep into your arms, seemingly growing thicker and sturdier the closer you get to your goal. It feels like it should be within reach, yet you cannot reach it quickly enough. It's no use. Even if we grab it, we won't be able to pull it back out of there. It's better than letting her eat it and losing it forever. You just manage to reach her hand, grasping it firmly in yours before the thorns finally trap you in place. Blood trickles down your arm, mingling with hers. The two of you lock eyes.
We're stuck like this, aren't we? I knew this was always going to be how it ended.
Sorry. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah, what's it now? Why now?
Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them new. You need to see what's in it. Find yourself in a long quiet. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Did you do the one where you just
You're here to
completely
slay
do
her.
what the narrator says? Just kill her?
That's what you're about to find out.
Good.
Is that what you're gonna do?
You're still listening to
Because I
reason.
seen it.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Yep.
What to
No.
do? I do.
I do.
Hello.
Thank.
Alrighty. Here we go.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Nice.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
How do you know?
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Let's go.
The door to the basement groans open,
I'm ready.
revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is nobody's here. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend
And
the
she's
final
dead.
step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Yep.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish
Hello,
your thought,
princess.
the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a
Cute.
mischievous skeletal
She
grin.
is. She's another of the cute ones.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
A ghost!
A ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely
pretty.
terrifying.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we
We're gonna
wanted
kill her.
to.
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
No.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else? I want what you took from me. A life. A real life. I just want to go home. Away back to where I belong. This place won't let me leave. At least not alone.
Sorry.
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything would be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
Yes.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
No.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and...
That felt weird.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Ooh.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Owie.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
She's sweet right now.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
I'm gonna hate what I do next.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Oh.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Oh, shut up.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Isn't that an interesting idea? I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that? Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made. All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
What do you think you're doing?
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time.
She's scared.
You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart.
No!
The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle. Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
Is this really what you wanted? Do you hate me so much that you would kill yourself just to deny me freedom?
Yes, he would. Because he knows what's at stake, and he knows what will happen if you leave this place. I'm not so sure about all of that. Don't be modest. You're a hero.
Do you think I'm just going to stick around while you die? Hell no, I'm leaving.
You can try if you want. But I think this is an end for all of us.
Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out!
The princess's form continues struggling to pull itself out of you, but the effort is in vain. You collapse to your knees. Your vision blurs, then starts to fade. And then what happens? I think he's gone. Just like everything else. Are we dead? I don't know. I don't think so. This is different than it was last time.
As the voices in your head debate amongst themselves, the form of the princess crawls from your body and into the vast nothing surrounding her.
Do you think we're done? Do you?
Capture the princess!
Yay! But you do not get the chance to respond,
princess.
nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone.
It's time to leave!
Where does she go? Should we try? Is that a mirror?
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't ignore him.
So there you go.
Small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. You're gone once again. The mirror always makes you move. You need to see what's in it. Find yourself in a long hallway once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die.
We just kill her?
No. We did that already!
No, like just kill her.
We did that!
We?
Yes! We just killed
I don't
her!
remember that. No, like... No. There's like a thing like you just kill her and you just sit there and just let eternity run by.
Oh, we can't do that. We already promised the shifting mound a vessel. And she won't let us just do that.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You're here to slay her.
I am sure.
Nuh-uh.
Good.
Yeah.
You're still listening to reason.
Alright.
You stare at the...
I squint!
You squint?
Squint! Squint at the princess!
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to...
Okay.
You and the princess stare at each other, both Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? Can you not feel all those ruptured orbs? The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Yes.
But you don't have time to worry over such things.
I'm wrong.
Everything goes dark.
Yes.
And you die.
Haha.
Now we go to the episode.
Woohoo.
You're on a path in the
Nice,
woods.
sexy
You're here.
Excuse me?
A warning. She will
do you
lying
think
and
she
cheating
is
doesn't
too?
sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Yay.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Okay.
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Whee.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your...
No.
No knife this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win. As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
I won't.
The door, her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
It sounds kinky, you know it.
Good.
I know.
Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Demon
As you
lady.
descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. But no little knife this time, huh? No, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Free her? You aren't... I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
Are you really just gonna not say anything to that? If she doesn't want to leave, doesn't this whole situation just work out for everyone?
There's nothing out there for me. The only thing I care about is right here. All I want is to keep knowing what it feels like to kill you and be killed by you. I want to feel that knife split me open. I want to feel your bones snap beneath my fists.
Hey.
I think I'll just let the princess speak for herself here. Leaving her in the basement isn't an answer. You have to... And there's only one choice worth making.
She's the type of person that will try to break your hips while fucking you.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
As you step towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Okay. I die.
Are you... Okay. The princess barrels into you and smashes your body into the rough stone wall.
Whenever I make the wrong choice.
Why, for the love of everything, did you decide to do that?
Because I wanted to.
It doesn't matter, because everything goes dark and you die. Great job. No, come on, we can't be dead. We didn't even get a chance to fight her. I'm not the one who decided you should die here. If you have a problem, take it up with the one making the choices. Dead is dead.
Yeah.
Theory.
You're on a path in the woods. All right, change of plans. We're taking the blade this time, and we're not hiding upstairs. Who cares about the blade? We've seen.
Wait,
if that's
hold
what you
on.
want, then.
Who did this one?
Yeah, hold on.
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement.
Do you think that if you... Well, we've...
But I don't.
Let me see
You
what's
make your way
going
to the
on.
bottom of the stair. The chamber's wall. The princess stands in its center.
Do you know what I'm going...
There's not so much a moment of hesitation, and then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears.
Ew.
What can we even... Stop that. We don't even have... It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
Yeah, I know.
You stand, arms outstretched, facing the bleeding princess as she barrels towards you. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Help my innards. Thank you.
Just
She's gone.
in
And
its
there's that
fucking...
mirror.
There's a world beyond the...
Oh, okay. Alright, go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Okay. That didn't do what I needed it to do, but okay. We're just gonna give her one last vessel. So we can finish this.
The blade!
Fuck you! I'm giving her a vessel and you cannot stop me.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's not on my watch, villain? My passions contain... Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon?
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the word. Spoken with the rank.
I don't actually know.
I'm gonna
Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What? You're so gullible. The princess,
Let's
and then
deconstruct
she...
the princess, hon.
I just want to make you happy.
Oh my god.
She can't
she's turning
just
more
want to
anime.
make us happy. It makes sense to me.
I just want to make you happy. I just want to make you happy.
This isn't right.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like...
I love it.
She's like, oh, I'm being touched.
I think you know what...
Yeah, and I'm gonna smash you because I don't want to ask you questions. Goodbye.
Just die.
You already know what you are. You're the long, quiet, a vast, innocent god. And it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you.
So I'm black? I could say the N-word?
No,
Okay.
no.
You got so scared. You got
I
so
can
scared.
finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Look at her. She's so pretty.
You're prettier, hun.
Ever the passive player, always react when the echoes. So, will you
I'm very sorry.
Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp? What you mistake for lecture is merely observation. I only want to help you. You can vainly struggle against me, or you can follow the rhythm of our movement and find our freedom. What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it. If my words feel meaningless, it's because words are meaningless. If it feels as though I lecture you from above, it is merely because you have refused to climb after me and find where you belong. A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it. I offer you absolution, and you take my hand in yours. But you do not follow my path. Hands clasped together, you break yourself, and you break me with you. You were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to end me again. The only universal truth is that there are no universal truths. There is only you and me, existing in relation to the other. And I will not stop our dance until you understand. A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, an endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust.
No.
When I succumbed to myself, you left me to rot, and in your abandonment, the two of us were bound in our suffering together. A painful eternity, but one that is only unceasing if you remove what happens next. They are mere fragments of a whole. They bought into delusion because none of them were able to see past themselves. You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But even after the pain of defeat, you returned. The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending. You cling to things that never truly existed. If it takes all of eternity to break your grip on petty, fickle, fleeting selves, both mine and yours, then I will break it. Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Even now, you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
You don't have to face her alone.
Oh, hi.
It's good to be here. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
No.
Then let's go.
I said no. I didn't want to go. No.
And here we are. Do you need me to describe that? No blade it is. Have you given up on slaying her? The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
It's almost over, isn't it? That's okay. Let's just talk, the two of us, one more time, before you kill me.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
You don't have a weapon. Do you really want to kill me? Because you don't have to. Yeah, I missed you so much. Not that we've ever really been apart, but still, it feels like it's been so long. Like this is some sort of a big reunion. Don't apologize. The first time we met, I ate you. I'm really sorry about that. And I also think that it kind of outweighs anything you did to me. We both let things get a little out of hand. But we don't have to let that stop us from being who we want to be.
You know, when she puts it like that...
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility.
Oh.
And at the end of the day,
I'm
it just feels like waking up in another basement.
That.
It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be. Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
Nowhere. We just die.
I want that too.
I think I'm going to stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
You lead and the princess follows, and together, you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend. A comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence, words, and noisy thoughts. There is an energy in the silence, electricity, anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, Princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore. She knows this, but she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
Come on, Princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
I love you.
I love you too.
Aww.
It's so cute!
Space Princess is good too.
Aww.
We open together. And what happened next? We'll never know.
No.
Oh. I love it.
I know you do.
It's so pretty. Okay, that was probably our second to last playthrough of the game with getting achievements and all. That's one ending that I hadn't got yet, and oh my god, I love it. But okay, we have about 7 more achievements to get, meaning 1 more playthrough. Or maybe a couple more playthroughs, actually. But we'll hopefully get the rest of the achievements. So, until next time, everybody, we're get 'em. We're get 'em. Bye, everybody!